Muy buenas tardes, padres de familia. Sean todos ustedes bienvenidos a la clase muestra de Del Campo School en Upper School. Mi nombre es Miss Suárez. Esta tarde voy a estar compartiéndoles a ustedes una clase de matemáticas para mostrarles cuál es el mecanismo con el cual nosotros trabajamos y fomentamos el trabajo en equipo, trabajamos el trabajo colaborativo con los niños, todas las herramientas interactivas y tecnológicas que nosotros utilizamos dentro de nuestros salones de clase virtual. También van a tener ustedes una muestra de nuestra plataforma digital que se llama Canvas. Es una plataforma sumamente accesible, amigable para el estudiante que está reconocida a nivel universitario, se llama Canvas. Esta es la plataforma que vamos a estar utilizando desde los grados de 5º hasta 12º grado. En esta tarde les voy a pedir que por favor me sigan, que mantengamos la mecánica de la clase para que ustedes puedan ser parte de la experiencia que sus hijos van a vivir una vez que comencemos nuestras clases en Del Campo. Entonces les reitero, mi nombre es Miss Suárez, vamos a impartir una clase de matemáticas. Nuestra agenda del día de hoy, vamos a tener un introduction time, vamos a tener un icebreaker, luego nuestra clase en sí, monomios, una actividad, think, pair, share, and comprehension Q&A, y luego nuestro assessment activity con el cual vamos a utilizar nuestro mecanismo Canvas. En este momento voy a dejar de compartir mi pantalla por unos segundos para que podamos proceder a iniciar la clase de esta tarde. Voy a estar súper contenta, estamos emocionados de recibir a los muchachos, estamos listos con todas nuestras herramientas para brindarles a ustedes la mejor experiencia posible. Entonces, voy a proceder a compartir mi pantalla nuevamente para que podamos iniciar con la mecánica de esta clase. Muy buenas tardes a todos y here we go. Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, I hope you're doing well. This afternoon, we're going to have a math class. My purpose with this is to show you how math can be easy, how math can be friendly, and how you can access lots of mathematical concepts with a very dynamic class. So to begin with, I want you all to join the website that is displayed right here on my screen. It's called joinpd.com. And once you log into joinpd.com, you're going to notice that a class code is going to be asked from you. So you need to introduce this 5 letters. So one more time, I want you to log in to joinpd.com. And the class code is UMXIZ. I'm going to give you guys just a few seconds. I'm going to go ahead and refresh my screen in the meantime as you log in so we can go ahead and initiate our lesson of today. As I told you before, we are going to do a math class. I love math class. I enjoy it, and I hope that by the end of this session, you can go ahead and enjoy it with me. You're going to see how easy it is, how friendly the topic is going to become for you. I already have one student. Perfect. Thank you very much. I'm going to wait up a few more seconds so then more people can log in. One more time, you're going to log in to joinpd.com, and then a class code is going to be available. Hello. If you log in, you're going to hand in with UMXIZ. This is the mechanism we're going to use for today's class. I have more students logging in. Thank you for participating. I'm going to wait a few more seconds. Let me see. In the meantime, let me just refresh my screen and check out if more of you have logged in the website, joinpd.com. You're going to find a little pair on the side of your screen. That's the way we're going to do it this afternoon. And if your parents are there, they can go ahead and log in with you, okay? You can use a separate device. You can either use it on your phone, you can use it on your tablet, you can use it on your iPad, you can use it on your computer. It's friendly with all of the systems. So let me show you what we are going to do today. I'm going to go ahead and begin my class. And if you still haven't logged in, you don't have to worry about it. In one of the edges of the screen, okay, the class code is still going to be displayed for you so that you can go ahead and join the session even though it has already started. Let me tell you that another advantage that we have for you using Canvas, which I'm going to show you the platform in a while, no matter if you are in the class or not, whether you were sick, whether you were outside, whether you were on a trip with your family, every class that we have is going to be recorded, and all the material that you need to work on it is going to be on the system. So that is something you don't have to worry about. Let's see, we are generating the code one more time because I see that more students are logging in. I'm very happy that you guys are participating. Let's see. Let's log in with this one. I'm going to wait a few seconds. It's loading as you log in so we can all share. Let me tell you how this is going to work. As we go on in the class, you are going to notice that you can type, you can draw, you can write on your screen. So don't be afraid to do it because we want to make this class interactive. So I'm going to go ahead and start my class. I already introduced myself. My name is Ms. Nidia Suarez from Del Campo Upper School. I am a math teacher, okay, as it says here. Math has to be fun. Don't worry if you didn't log in on time. The class code is right here on the edge of the screen. So the first thing I want to do today is ask you, how do you feel with math class? I want you to be super honest with me. As you can go ahead and see on your screen, okay, you have a little multiple choice. So I want you to go ahead and answer that question, okay? Be honest, don't worry. This is not to judge you. This is just to make sure that I know how do you feel with your math class. So how comfortable do you feel? I already have 4 responses out of 7. That's great. You guys are very quick typers. I can see that. Out of 8, very good. I'm waiting for 2 more. Thank you for participating. Let's see how comfortable you are in your math class. I'm going to display responses. Let's see. Check out the screen. Wow. According to this poll, most of you feel very comfortable with your math class. That makes me happy. And then some of you need some practice, and that's okay. That's perfectly normal, all right? So you don't have to worry about it. And even if you were hesitating between the option of I need to practice or I don't understand math class, that's all right, okay? Here, one of the things that we love to encourage is that you develop that love for math. After this class, you're going to see how easy this is going to be for you. So let's get through this. Today's class is called a monomial expression. Now, maybe you don't know what it is. Maybe you do. It doesn't matter. We're going to learn it together. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to do 2 things. Thing number 1, you're going to be able to define a monomial. That means that you're going to be able to know what it is. And number 2, you're going to be able to recognize a monomial and then write one down. Imagine. So you're going to know what it is. How do you recognize it? And you're going to learn how to write it down. So let's get to this. I need to ask you something before I start my lesson. Look at the screen and check out. I want you to describe in 2 words, only 2 words, the following picture. Look at it very closely. You can either write their color, how do you see it, what do you think of him? Only 2 words. You can go ahead and type it out on your screen in the alternative one. That's the one you're going to be typing your responses on. I can see your responses already. Wow, you guys are participating very much in this class. I already have 6 out of 10 responses. So tell me, how would you describe this person in 2 words? Let's see what your answers are. Well, interesting. Some of you said he's funny. Somebody wrote scientist. He's a crazy scientist. You guys described it as a smart scientist. Check this out. Smart, knowledge. Somebody else wrote smart. Another one wrote old doctor. Another wrote intelligent. Wow, funny. Now, I want you to realize how many different words you use to describe the same character. For some of you, he looked crazy, he looked funny, he looked old, he looked like a scientist. It's interesting how things are according to your perspective. Somebody else just typed, he's disciplined. So today's class, I want to work on perspective. Mathematics is all about perspective. Now, let's jump up to a number. Look at my board. You're going to describe the following number with 2 words. And you're going to tell me, Ms. Suarez, how do you want me to describe a number with 2 words? Don't worry. You could describe it as the color it has, whether it's even, whether it's odd, whether if it's a whole number, a fraction, a decimal. It's up to you. And I know you know this. So write 2 words and tell me, how would you describe the following number? Remember to type up your responses in your alternative device. I love how responsive you are to this class. I love how we share. I already have 7 responses out of 16. Let me see how many others can answer. So one more time, your task right now is to describe the following number using 2 words, no more than 2 words. Let's see what you guys think about this. Okay, somebody wrote it's a decimal, a fraction. Person number 2 wrote decimal, mathematical decimal. Look at this description, decimal and even. Interesting. Decimal, not monomial. That means that you know what a monomial is, or perhaps you have a very good idea. I'm proud of you. Decimal, somebody else wrote even. I love how you guys are describing this. So that number is indeed a decimal. You know, it has a decimal place. It is even as well. So congratulations if that is your answer. I love the fact that somebody wrote fraction, because if a number is a decimal, it is a fraction and backwards. So this is a very interesting point of view. You see, it's all about your perspective. Now, let's jump up to our lesson of today. And you're going to tell me, Mies, what do you mean? Look at the board. Look at your screen. A monomial, remember I told you since the very beginning that was our topic. A monomial is an expression, okay? It's not an equation, it's just an expression that is either a real number, check out that I underlined that first word, a real number, a variable, number 2, or the product of a real number and a variable. That is a monomial. Now, one more time, I highlighted those 3 words because those are the things that you need to look into in order for you to realize whether what you have is a monomial or not. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a little bit more of an explanation. A real number. You're going to tell me, Mies, but all numbers are real. No, not in mathematics. Real numbers are only those numbers. Look at this list. In order for a number to be real, it needs to be either a whole number, a fraction, maybe a decimal, an integer. That means that a negative number can also be real, okay? And a rational number, any number that can be written as a fraction is also in there, or as a decimal. So whether you have any of those types of numbers, it is real. And if you have a real number, that means that we can call it a monomial. Number 3, number 4, 7.5, 8, 9.3, and so on. Now, a variable, you're going to tell me, oh, Mies, I know what a variable is. I know. But a variable, let me give you a quick recap if you don't remember. A variable is any letter that represents an unknown number. That letter, most of the time you're used to letter X, for instance, but it could be X, Y, W, Z, A, B. It doesn't matter. As long as that value, okay, as long as that letter represents an unknown value in mathematics, we call it a variable. And number 3, it is a product of a number in a variable. That means that if you have a number, it's a monomial. If it's a variable, it's also a monomial. Or if you have the product of a number in a variable, you are also talking about a monomial. A product, Jesus, you already know. Yes, I know. You guys are smart kids. A product is a multiplication of 2 things, whether those 2 things are numbers, decimals, or a number and a variable. I hope you're clear so far, so let me just recap. Either a number, a variable, or the product of both. Look at my screen because I have several examples for you. Look at the examples I have on the board for you. That means that 8y is a monomial. Look at it. It's a product between a number and a variable. I have number 3, letter X, 5.4 because it's a real number. And I also have 7ab. Remember, it's also the product of a number and a variable. That's what a monomial is. And I know your head is already wondering because there are many examples that you can think of right now. Now, I love to make this type of activities, and this is something we love to do here at Del Campo. Look at the name. It's called Think, Pair, and Share, because you're going to do the 3 things at the same time. We love group work. We love to work cooperatively. You need to understand that most of the time, The best learning that you can have might come up from your teacher. It might come up from a different source, like a book or a video. But a very valuable source is also your peers. That means your classmates. It's very important that you learn how to learn from somebody else. So look at what you're going to do. In a few seconds, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And here on the Zoom, I am going to break you up into 3 groups. Means, how are you going to do that? Don't worry. As soon as I give you the instruction, it's on your screen. You're going to have all those members of your group. And the mics are going to be open so you can go ahead and discuss, check out your classmates' point of view on things. That's why this activity is called Think, Pair, and Share. So what is it that you're going to discuss with your group members? Look at the board. It says, discuss with your group members, is the number given a monomial? Why or why not? That means that you're going to check out that number and you're going to see, okay, is it a monomial? And if it is, why? You need to give me an explanation. Why is it? Or why not? Now, group number 1, I'm going to tell you in a while who is group number 1, is going to analyze -4. Group number 2 is going to analyze 8x. And group number 3 is going to analyze that little symbol. I know you're looking at it. That is a mathematical symbol that represents the number pi. I bet you have used it. Remember the circle formula, the area? It's pi r squared, or maybe the perimeter or the circumference of a circle. That's where you've seen that little value right there. So one more time, I'm going to break you up into groups. You're going to discuss that value. I'm going to be popping in and out on each of your group and see if I can help you out, maybe enrich a little bit, or if there's someone who was not clear about the topic. So remember, group number 1 is going to work up with -4. Group number 2 is going to work up with 8x. And group number 3 is going to work up with pi. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen because I'm going to break you up into groups. I hope that this is also a moment that you can take advantage to get to know other people. Perhaps you know some others that are here on the session, perhaps you don't, but this is a very good moment for you to interact, So let's see. I'm going to break you up into 3 groups. Here we go. So group number 1 is going to be Christian, Maria, M. Molina, and Tom Whittington. That means that you're going to be analyzing -4. That's going to be breakout room number 1. Right now on your Zoom screen, you're going to see that there's a little message, so you need to join. Room number 2 is Carlos, Eloisa, Hilda, and Usuario. You're going to analyze 8x. And room number 3 is Claudia, Emerson, and Laura. You're going to analyze number pi. So go ahead and work it out. I'm going to give you a few minutes so you guys can go ahead and work out in your group. Please click on the button that says join so you can go ahead and join the breakout room. I'm going to be going, okay, to each and every one of you to answer your questions. One more time. If you are in group number 1, it's Christian, Maria, M. Molina, and Tom Whittington. Your number is -4. If you are in group number 2, Carlos, Eloisa, Hilda, and Annie, 8x is your number. And if you are in group number 3, Claudia, Emerson, and Laura. Here we go. Okay. Let's get to work. Hello, everybody in this breakout room. How are you doing?
Great. We're trying to figure out if it's a monomial.
So your number is -4 because you guys were group number 1. Just to remind you, you're going to have about 3 or 4 minutes to discuss this, all right?
Okay.
So you guys go ahead and get to work. I'll see you. If you have any questions, just raise your hand and I'll come right into your group, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Let me know.
Thank you.
Hello, hello. Oh, I'm joining each breakout room. Let's see. I'm waiting for all the groups to work together. Let me go to breakout room number 3. Hello, hello.
Hi. Hello, Miss.
Remember, this is group number 3, so your number is pi. I hope you guys are discussing and checking out whether pi is a monomial or not, okay? I'm going to be right here, so if you have a question, you can write to me through the chat, and I will be directly getting into your group, okay?
Okay. Okay, thanks.
Okay, we're going to give 1 or 2 more minutes for the rest of the class to record, okay? And to see what you guys thought. I hope you guys enjoyed the activity and that you enjoy your time together with the rest of the group. Okay, so you have 1 minute left. All the breakout rooms will be closed in a few seconds. So those of you who are already finished, we just need to hang in there for just a while. All the rest of the group are finishing their discussion right now. Let's see, 45 more seconds to go. Breakout rooms are gonna be closed. Here we are, most of them already exited them. Thank you. Group number 2 and 3, apparently you guys are ready. I'm so proud of you. We're waiting for group number 1, that's okay. I guess we're still discussing. I heard them discussing pretty well right there. So I love that you guys were bonding. Meanwhile, we were on our breakout room session. 20 more seconds to go. Let's see who else. I hope you already have an idea whether your number was or wasn't a monomial. I hope you do. We have just 5 more seconds to go, and then we're gonna go back to our presentation, and you guys can figure out if you were right or wrong. So, since everybody is back, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen one more time. This is where we left, right? On the same pair share. So let's see, group number 1, you were supposed to discuss -4. I hope that you guys discussed it. Actually, when I barged into your session, you were actually into it. -4 is indeed a monomial because it is a real number. So congratulations, group number 1. Group number 2 had 8x. Congratulations, it is a monomial as well. Thank you for sharing your ideas. And group number 3 who had pi, I bet you had a little catch into it because you didn't know. But pi is indeed a monomial because pi is a real number. So a big hand of applause right there where you are at home because you guys did great in this activity. Great job, I'm proud of you. Now, we're going to work on our assessment. Assessment means this is the part where you're going to show me whether you understood or not. You were going to log in your Canvas account and you're going to log into the assignment that says monomial. Now, I'm going to show you how this works and I'm going to show you how it looks. If you take a look at my screen, this is what you would find once you log into Canvas, okay? If you realize everything is already here. You see, we have the school announcement, the modules, which means that all your classes are going to be displayed right in there. Once you log into module, you're going to notice that you're going to find math, science, English, history, and so on. Everything is in one single platform. That's why we love Canvas. Now, you're going to see your syllabi, your classmates, your assignments, if we have a discussion, even if you have a quiz, all the quizzes are going to be done through this platform at the same time. You're going to see your grades, any pages, any files. I'm going to stop for 1 second the file part. Here at Del Campo, first of all, we love to save the planet. And second of all, with all the tools that we have, we don't have books. Miss, what do you mean? We don't have a physical book. Everything we use is an ebook. That means an electronic book. And since a book is not enough, in this little tab where you see files, you're going to notice that your teacher is going to share with you a lot of resources that are going to be used in the class, not just the book. It could be a site. It could be an encyclopedia that's online. It could be a virtual tour. There are many types of files that your teacher can actually share with you once you log into these tabs. And all the files you're going to need for the class are going to be right here. You're going to find the outcomes. That means what is it that we expect from you to know before the testing period, any conferences that you might have with your teacher, like the one we're having right now, collaboration, rubrics, okay? Personally, on this dashboard, on the math class, this is the one I have for you to share. you're going to find a welcome letter. We love to do that here at Del Campo. We care about you so much. In the welcome letter, you are going to check out what is it that we need, how does your teacher feel, how can you contact your teacher as well, because we are available for you at any time, and you can contact with us through the same platform, okay? Every week, we also have a discussion question right here. This week's is called, why can't we consider number I as a polynomial? I'm not going to give you the answer right now because that's our discussion question. So we would have had these at the end of the week. Everybody can go ahead and participate. You guys have some thoughts. Just as we've been looking at, math is all about perspective, okay? So it all depends on your own perspective. Quiz 1, don't worry, you're not going to take a quiz. It's just to show you how the dashboard looks like. And then monomials. This is what we're actually interested right now. Your assignment. Your assignment would be to write 5 monomials using a definition and the examples given in the class. Needs just 5? Yeah. You were requested to have a white piece of paper and a marker, okay? So once you write the 5 monomials, check this out. You can hand in your work in 5 different ways. Whether you can upload a Google Doc, whether you want to take a picture to your paper, whether you want to send a PDF file, or maybe if you're very talkative, just like me, you could upload a video explaining your monomials that you wrote on your piece of paper. All those 4 different files are allowed, you see? It all depends on your creativity, so we love to do that at Del Campo. We love you to have that experience of, you know, working and handing in your work in a way that is easier for you, that is good for you, okay? So one more time, you can either hand in a Google Doc, you can do it as a JPEG, you can PDF a file, or you can upload the video. So I really hope that you have fun with this, okay? I hope that you hand in your work. After all of this, the only thing I can say is thank you. Thank you so much for being so receptive. Thank you for participating in our class in such a way that you made it so interactive. I hope that you learned what a monomial is. Remember, it's either a number, a variable, or the product of that number in a variable, okay? This was Ms. Suarez. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this class, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson as much as I did. So thank you very much, students. Queremos darle gracias, padres de familia y estudiantes que estuvieron aquí con nosotros. Estamos agradecidos por la oportunidad de entrar a cada uno de sus hogares. Esperamos que esta clase haya sido interactiva y que les haya dado una muestra de cómo trabajamos las cosas aquí en Del Campo, cómo son nuestras clases. Nuestras clases siempre son amenas, siempre son llenas de muchas actividades. Si se fijaron, teníamos un poquito de todo. Al igual, nuestra plataforma se las enseñamos un poco, les dimos una muestra. Todos nuestros archivos, todo lo que el estudiante necesita, ya va a estar ahí en la plataforma disponible para cualquier momento. O sea que el muchacho esté en clase, que se retrasó ese día, no se preocupe, todo va a estar ahí, listos y dispuestos, estamos para servirles. Muchas gracias por su atención esta tarde. Les agradecemos infinitamente su presencia a todos. Buenas tardes, mucho gusto, que estén bien. Saludos.